an alternative method of creating a QA craft structure from a requirements perspective. First, I created a sample project that includes some sample stories. They are all in one sprint. All of them have the status in progress, which is a project that has not been related to QA craft so far. In a moment we will try to convert such a non-QA craft project into a QA craft project. To do this, go to the QA craft menu, select Add QA craft to existing project and choose from the list. Here appears a list of projects that meet all kinds of requirements that allow you to convert to a QA craft project. There is my project, QA Craft Agile Presentation. I click Convert to QA Craft Project. The conversion was successful. Now what? Until the conversion was performed, the following issue type could not be created in this project: test plan, test suite and test case. At this point we have this option. If I go to this particular project, select Create and expand the list of available issues, I can see that test plan, test suite and test case are possible to create. At the moment, we can create the structure the way it was presented in another part of this presentation. But as an alternative, I will show the possibility of creating the structure from the perspective of requirements. We have 5 requirements presented here. If we try to open one of them in a new window, we will see that the QA craft linked test case section appears in the requirement. From this level, we have the Create Test Case button available, which allows us to create a QA craft structure. After clicking Create Test Case, a window appears where I can perform the following actions. I can choose an existing project. My project is QA Craft Agile Presentation. I choose it. I can choose an existing test plan, an existing test suite and create some new test case. However, if in this particular project I have not created any structure yet, I can give the name of my test plan here. Start creating the structure from this specific place. Let's call it Agile Test Plan 01. Let's call it Agile Test Suite 01. And analogically Test Case 01. At this point, I gave the non-existing test plan name, non-existent test suite name and non-existent test case name. After saving this type of changes and waiting for a while, we should create a test case that merged with our requirement along with the entire structure that we decided to create. We give the name in the box before.
Wraz z całą strukturą, którą zdecydowaliśmy się utworzyć, podać nazwę
So, going from the top, we have our Agile test plan. In it, Agile Test Suite 01 was created. And in this Test Suite Agile Test Case 01 was created. Let's show it in the tree. It will be more readable, so we can see our structure one by one. Okay, let's move on to the next requirement. Let's create a test case for it. Suppose we want to do this in the same test plan and test suite that we created for the previous test case. Instead of giving a new name here, we can search for an existing test plan. I have an existing Agile Test Plan 001 test, an existing test suite, which I will also try to find using the word Agile. After the test has been found, and we will create in this case Agile Test Case 002.
Agile Test Case 002. Save.
Save. And let's refresh the tree right away. As you can see, another test case has been added to the previously created test plan and the previously created test suite. And analogously, by handling the next story in the same way, we will build the entire structure.
Zbuduje nam się cała struktura.
Third,
I ostatni przypadek.
and the last test case.
Test Case 005.
Test case 005. Save the changes. Here, if we are at this level of a specific requirement and we have created a test case, it has been attached in the link test case section. We can continue creating the test case from this perspective. If I press this button, I will create a second test case for that specific requirement. I will use the same test plan, the same test suite, and of course a different test case name because we are creating it at this point. Test case 006.
Test Case 006.
Yes, save the changes. Now let's check the tree structure after refreshing it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 test cases. If we go to the test coverage tab, we will immediately notice that these 6 test cases are associated with these requirements. These requirements, which we had to add manually in the previous method of creating the structure, were automatically attached here. If we go back to the test plan level, go into test coverage, we can see that we have 5 requirements serviced by 6 test cases. In the QAcraft requirements section, where you connect the requirements with the test plan, you can see that these specific requirements have been automatically added here.
dodane. I co? Testy są
And
gotowe
what?
do
The tests are ready for further implementation. Now I could assign them to a specific tester or specific testers and send them to implementation.